This song is called Feeding the Ducks. Feeding the ducks. Feeding the ducks. Hello, everyone. I might leave this running through the whole background of this. Why not? Feeding the ducks. Hello, everyone. I'm doing a check-in. So, no, not at all. It's nice to be here on what is going to be an incredibly relaxed, slightly brief period on the streams. Ask me questions if you wish. I hope the quality of the stream is going to be good enough. It's good. One of my colleagues has just logged in to make sure that something happens with work, which is great. I hope everyone's well. Yeah, so what is that? What on earth are you doing, Michael? Well, it's a great question. I wish I knew the answer. Well, I don't really know the answer, but I thought to be honest, let's just log on and see what happens. So here I am. We've got a lot of football coming up. Actually, some of it probably starts quite soon. I probably need to start this sooner. Lesson for next time. Start stream sooner. But you know, Saturday mornings, nice time to do stuff, isn't it? Although it is now the afternoon here in the UK. I'm sure lots of people are here from abroad in other parts of the world. So some things you'll clearly notice, I'm sure. But yeah, I just want to talk about some football that's coming up, sports, stuff that's exciting. I've bought my ukulele. And yeah, we do some stuff. Yeah, right. I haven't got a plan, but that's not particularly unusual. So I'm going to talk about some of the football. I'm enjoying Feeding the Ducks, obviously, in the background at the moment. I hope that's coming through for you. I'm feeding the ducks. They're going quack. They're really excited about all the bread I'm feeding them, but that's really bad for them. I should have brought frozen peas. So that's good. I hope the quality of the stream is okay. I've got to work on the stream. Norwich is not great for streaming, it seems, but there we go. Doesn't matter. It's fine. So yeah, I'm going to do this to kind of practice. That's such a good sale. But this should be live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, which is fun. Now, let's talk about the football, shall we? I'm just going to tell you what I'm doing. That seems like a logical way of doing this. And then you can I'm really bad at lots of things. FPL, predictions. I'm bad at all that stuff. So, and I think people think I should be good at them because I work for a media company, and they'd probably be right. But you know, that's not always the case, is it? Let's and obviously, I thoroughly expect Norwich to come up in the conversation as well. Of course, Norwich at Stoke today in the Championship. Their playoff push continues, which was much better than I was expecting them to manage. So all hail Norwich's push to the Premier League. Oh God, is that where they want to go? Probably not. Let's have a nicer background. There we go. Okay, look, let's have a look. That's on the Championship at the moment, actually. There's the old Championship picture. Can we zoom in on? Yeah, we can zoom in on that. That's good. Look at this. Look, that's good. I mean, Ipswich, I had thought had fallen away, but they've rallied. They've rallied, and they've done a good job of it. So, I think I felt once Norwich beat Sunderland at home that they really should finish in the top six, but it's quite a big game today because I don't think Coventry are playing, are they? And neither are Hull, I think, which of course means that Norwich have an opportunity to get one up on them. Can we see the fixtures? That would be handy. What do we got here? Fixtures. Leicester Southampton postponed, of course, because Leicester at Chelsea in the FA Cup, where they will lose, I expect. And Coventry will also lose at Wolves, and that will begin soon, the losing. But as you can see, I'm looking at these for the first time. That's how much preparation has gone into this. Don't come here expecting preparation. It's fine. We're all one and the same, and we're all together here. But yeah, if I can, I'd be good to zoom in a bit more on those, wouldn't it? But if we look at them, just so that they're better on the screen. I don't want to become a betting advert. But yes, there we go. Look, Birmingham, Watford, under Tom Cleverley now, of course. Watford, because it's a new day, therefore a new manager. Ipswich should win that against Sheffield Wednesday. And this is really top insight. I know what you're thinking. It's a tricky game for Norwich at Stoke, because everyone sort of thought, Stoke, they're rubbish now. They're going to get relegated. Whereas actually the bottom of the championship is nuts. So they could just as easily finish mid-table. Leeds home to Millwall. That will be tasty. But that's not today. That's tomorrow. That's 3. So there we go. But yes, I am right. Coventry and Hull, their game together has been postponed, which means Norwich have a great opportunity to make this table look better come the end of the day. It'll be exciting. And if you can see what I meant about the bottom of the championship, there, Sheffield Wednesday there on 38 points. And as you can see, we're only going up. Go on, maths. Go on the maths. 7 points to Watford. It's actually a little bit more spaced out than it was, isn't it? But there we go. So that's exciting. That's my championship. That's my championship discussion. Hope you've enjoyed that. I have done some predictions today. Let's see if I can share those with you. Get any questions you want in. Let's have. Has anyone got any questions? Oh, hello. Let's get some questions in. Simon Clark. Hello, Simon. You're in Mauritius. My goodness, Mauritius. That sounds lovely. It's a beautiful day here in Norwich, which is where I still am. Norwich should make the top 6. In the position they're in, they should definitely make the top 6. And I thought they would finish in the bottom half of the table at the start of the season, so I concede I have got that wrong. I would say they're probably the better players have stood up. Johnny Rose pushed on, players like that. But also the standard of the championship is not what I thought it was going to be at the start of the season. I'm glad, Bangkok Canary, that you can hear me in Thailand, which also sounds lovely. And someone, here we go, FPL Hayden. Hello, FPL Hayden. Afternoon. Many teams in relegation battle with Blackburn. 1 win in 11. Yeah, poor Blackburn. That has unravelled because they looked like they were at least putting something together. But there's a lot going on at Blackburn. In fact, you should read Nancy Froston's piece on The Athletic on Blackburn, because that goes into very good detail over what is going on there. And it doesn't look like it's going to ease up any time between now and the end of the season either. And the last thing you really want to do is have a relegation to deal with. So, yeah, I feel for you, Hayden. I hope first and foremost, you continue to have a club to support, because that's always the crucial thing. Divisions come and go, don't they? He says, dismissing that very widely. Yes, what was I trying to do? That's right. I was going to share with you my attempts at predictions. Yes, here they are. Can I share that? Again, it's more betting adverts, but I can't help it. Betting is everywhere in football. It's not my fault. There we go. This is what I predicted on the Super 6. I've got nothing to hide. I'm not beating anyone. I believe that Brentford will win 2-1 at Burnley, because Burnley, a bit denied about this, because Burnley is surely going to win another game at some point, and this could be one. But I saw Brentford at Wolves, and they are awkward. This is the kind of game that Brentford just win, which is why they never really get dragged into trouble. They find the victories when they need to. Ivan Toney is more than capable of scoring by 8 at Turf Moor with the way things have gone. So I think Brentford will win 2-1 at Burnley. I think that Luton will beat Nottingham Forest 2-1 in the huge game ahead of the likely PSR points deduction, potentially. I don't know anything, but you would imagine they will get a points deduction. We will see. That will probably be announced next week as well, which is interesting. But in that game, Luton are very good at Kenilworth Road. Carlton Morris has gone in my fantasy league team for this week. So there we are. That's exciting. It'll be a huge result, that as well, for Luton. Yes, indeed. Tottenham are going to win at Fulham, aren't they? 2-1. Definitely. That seems Fulham are in good form actually, and they're doing well. But there we go. On to the FA Cup tonight. Now, plug alert. I am covering this game along with my colleagues. Hello, Max Matthews, who's actually doing some work now. Well done, Max. Manchester City against Newcastle. I think Manchester City will win this 3-1. And I think that will be. I want that to be a good game, but I think I've seen Newcastle a few times now, and they're a bit of a mess on the pitch. If I'm honest, they are all over the place. So I envisage a comfortable victory for the greatest team that the world has ever seen that may never lose another game again. So that's exciting. West Ham 2, Aston Villa 1. Have I said that? Oh, apparently I have. Is that a good idea? I don't know. I mean, both teams played in Europe in the week. Ollie Watkins has an injury, but may well play. It seems likely. 75% chance on FPL, which is obviously an absolutely solid guide. I don't know. West Ham are streaky. That was a big win for them in the week, and I can just see them just winning again because everything's all right again. And they've got some really good players. I love Kudus and Jared Bowen, obviously, and Bakadar. He said, showing all of his football knowledge there. So, yes, I've gone for a West Ham win there, but that maybe should be a draw. I don't know. That's a common theme. And then, of course, Sunday's game, Manchester United hosting Liverpool, also in the FA Cup. 2 of these are in the FA Cup. I'm nothing but helpful. I think Liverpool will win at Old Trafford. But again, I could easily see United pulling that one off because it's at Old Trafford, and who knows with them? They could do anything, can't they? So there's my predictions. Let me know what you think about those. I'm not convinced by my own predictions. So that's exciting. There's some really big. There's not a lot of games, but some really big games to come, which I think I've all neatly summarized there. So that's lovely, isn't it? Yeah, that's good. Feeding the Ducks is still on in the background. Can you hear it? Let's give some love to Feeding the Ducks. Now, if you feel that hang on. Just feel the ducks. They're swimming along. They're having a whale of a time on the river. What's that? It's a fish. They love fish because they're feeding the ducks. If you think that I'm basically just my sole social media policy and strategy here is to copy JJ Bull, you'd be entirely right because I love him and he's much better at all this than me. So speaking of someone who's been called a B-Tech Phil Hay, I can definitely cope with being a complete rip-off poor man's or woman's JJ Bill. That's fine. Maybe one day JJ will join me on here when he's, free. I mean, I could ask him. Well, this is going swimmingly well, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm probably wrap it up along soon because, we don't need to be here all day, do we? But are there any more questions? Have I got some more questions? That's nice, isn't it? Let's have a look at those. That's a lot to read. He's going to offer me a promotion of my channel. Oh, that's exciting. It's going to cost me money, but it will be flexible and convenient. That will be because I'm on Twitch. Hello, Twitch. Thank you. I'll think about it. FPL Hayden. Yes, you read the piece. Yeah, I'm glad you read it. I read it, and we'll obviously be keeping on top of the situation at Blackburn. This is what FPL Hayden said. Also, FPL Hayden, stay on board and please give me advice on my fantasy league team, which you're about to see. Hello, Simon again from Mauritius. Go for a swim, Simon. But I do appreciate you joining me. Norwich have to climb to 5th or Ipswich drop to 4th. No one we don't want that. I can't remember who I was speaking to about it. Might have been Chris Gorham, but if Norwich win at Carrow Road against Ipswich in a few weeks' time, then everyone will probably be up for a playoff semi-final against Ipswich from the Norwich side of things, because psychologically that would be tricky. But other than that, you don't want to be going anywhere near Ipswich. I think they're a very capable side, and as I said, although I think Norwich should now finish in the top 6, I do not expect them to go up. I think they're better teams. Liverpool to do the quadruple. Now, I mean, I do have a slight issue with this being a quadruple because one of them is Europa League. I mean, that's not really the quadruple, is it? That's like a low-grade quadruple. The Premier League title race is fascinating, and I really wouldn't want to call it because there's just a vulnerability about Manchester City, and Arsenal are really good defensively, and also Liverpool are just prolific. So I don't know. I think they've got a chance. I think those three teams, any obvious to say, but all three teams are actually capable of winning it. That's just going to be fascinating to see it play out. I think Liverpool can definitely win the Europa League. Leverkusen have got quite a tricky tie at West Ham. That's going to be fascinating. So, Liverpool really probably should win the Europa League. They've already won the Carabao Cup. And then FA Cup, I could see them coming unstuck at Old Trafford. If they get through that, then they could definitely do a cup double. And all hail Jurgen Klopp. He has just done an incredible job there. Where you sit back and think about it every so often, the players he's brought through. It's not just one element. It's like the success, the trophies, the title, the Champions League. It's the players who are of great quality that come in that he's coached. It's the ones who have come through from the youth setup. It's the clear identity and playing style. It's the utter connection with the supporters. He's like the perfect manager. I just think he's brilliant. And yeah, of course he's like chippy and he'll slag people off and he'll think things are rude and he'll go off in a tantrum and all that sort of stuff. But sometimes you're going to get stuff like that, aren't you? So there we go. Alan Montgomery, let's see what you got. How would I compare Burnley and Sheffield United this year to Norwich's last two attempts? Very, very similar. I think they've all done the same thing. It was never a sole Norwich issue. It's just a really difficult gap to bridge, and if you try and do it with players that are too young or inexperienced, or you haven't got a shed load of money to throw at it, or you have to sell your best players. I mean, it's curious, Sander Berge has obviously gone to Burnley from Sheffield United after they went up, but it's really difficult. And the fact that Luton are kind of making a good fist of it is kind of a novelty value. They are doing an incredible job of it, but for them to then sustain that would be a bigger task as well, which is probably the thing that people forget about, isn't it? So there we go. Villa will win. Buendia, what's happened to him? He did his ACL in the summer, Simon. So he's been out injured, which is a real shame. He is back on the grass. I saw a picture or a video of him running. So hopefully he'll be back. He'll be back doing that. Ben Walden in the chat. Always feed ducks. You never know when they last ate, because underwater is invisible. If I leave that up there? Always feed the ducks. You never know when they last ate, 'cause underwater is invisible. Invisible, yeah. Feeding the duck, feeding the duck, feeding the ducks. Are you feeding the ducks? Won't anyone think of the ducks? Otherwise, it's only ducks who are thinking of themselves. The ducks. That's a good choice. That is a solid song. Tune. FPL. Do you want to have a quick look at my FPL team? Yeah, you do. Because why else would you be here? Let's do it. And then I better crack on. But yes, live. I've got rid of it now. Live coverage on the Athletic of Manchester City against Liverpool. No, that's not a game. Manchester City against Newcastle United in the FA Cup with me, Michael Bailey, and other people at the Athletic. And also then on Sunday, Manchester United against Liverpool in the FA Cup on the Athletic. Join me as I type. Well, that was good. It'll be great. Right. Yes, FPL. Do you want to have a look? Have a look at this shizzle. Really quickly. Again, I've got nothing. There is nothing for me to hide with my FPL team because it is what it is. Like, I'm not good at this thing. Look, I'm not good at that. 2.8 million. Oh, that was my game week rank, in fact. So maybe not so bad. Oh, overall rank. Here we go. Yeah, just under 3 million. I am good at that. Let me zoom in. Just 3 million people are better at FPL than me. But we're not surprised by that, are we? No. Do you like my kit? It's a good kit, isn't it? Enjoying this. This is good fun. It's the best fun I've ever had. There you go. See, look at that. Don't think it'll catch on. Probably a Norwich City away kit in that. So I have used my free hit this week, as you can probably tell, because no one would have this as a normal team. No, sorry, that is actually last week's team. Hang on. Oh, this is going seamlessly well. Pick team. Maybe I'm not even supposed. I don't know. Are you supposed to even show this? Who knows? This is what I've gone for. I mean, obviously can't change it, so don't tell me to now. But maybe in future I'll do this in advance, and we can pick the team democratically, and you can all screw up my 3 millionth overall rank. Obviously, there's only 8 teams playing in the Premier League this weekend, and no one's going to have a Burnley player in their team, surely. So that's 7 teams available. I've got 3. Hang on, what have I done? I got 2 from Villa, 2 from Villa, 3 from West Ham. No, I'm very confused. They're wearing the same shirt. How can you tell? It's a common problem. Anyway, 3 Spurs players there. I probably should have gone for a doggy, but I've gone for Pedro Porro because he was higher up one of the rankings that I looked at. Ivan Toney's been rubbish in recent weeks. I feel like he's too busy trying to prove that he deserves a big move to actually play football properly. But I've gone for him because he's playing Burnley. So, there's a good chance for a hat-trick there. Carlton Morris, go on, Carlton. What a man. What a living legend he is. Ollie Watkins, as I said earlier, 75% chance of playing. But I've gone for it. But I have hedged my bets with Oh, well, I thought with Leon Bailey. But then I thought West Ham away for Leon Bailey. No, I'm not convinced. I don't trust him enough for that. So Murillo is my backup sub. There you go. If that team doesn't clock at least 24 points, well, my 3 millionth ranking is overplaying it. So there we go. That's, yes, FPL Hayden in the chat. Love it. Yes, I am free hitting this week. Really important because my team generally is quite bad and I couldn't salvage the situation for this week. So I'm basically hoping lots of other people aren't. You have to appreciate I am someone who triple captained earlier in the season, Erling Haaland. But it was only a single game week, and it's only like a week or so after that I twigged, oh yes, I probably should have done a triple captain on a double game week. But there we go. He got an assist. It was fine. Oh no, I don't want to change Soufal to Reguilon and Bowen to Paqueta. Well, I can't now is the actual rule there, but you could. So you do that. I did look at Reguilon, but he again was also 75% chance of playing, and also Burnley might score, and Soufal might well just chip up with some random winning goal because he's pretty good at that. But I did have a look at Reguilon because I like him a lot, and I probably do prefer Paqueta to Bowen, but I can't do anything about it now. So there we go. But thanks. He's still going. I love it. Paqueta over the last 6 games has, well, yeah, I mean, that's the kind of analysis and effort I don't put into my FPL team, Hayden, but I now wish I'd paid attention to that advice and seen it before I did my team. So thank you. Can I show you one more thing? Because I might lose all of my viewers at this point. I'll be fine. Spit it out my goal. Yeah, let's show you this. So, and I'm going to do some proper stuff on this, I think, if I get the time. But I am, here we go. I am a big, I went to Australia in the Easter and came back, realizing there was a whole sport I didn't really know anything about that I could actually follow properly. And so imagine the excitement of being a 43-year-old man or woman, person, and there's a new sport that you love sport, but there's a new sport you've not really done anything with or ever followed, but it's really good and you really enjoy it. And there's so much to tuck into it. Wow. Aussie rules, baby. I got to see a game. I got to see, it was quite funny now I think about it because I got to see the West Coast Eagles smashed by Melbourne. And it wasn't that particularly a big scoreline or exciting a game, but I was obviously very excited by it. So So I'm gonna do some like funny well, not funny, it won't be funny, it'll be funny to me, AFL stuff, because I love the idea of this sport. It's just amazing and it's so much fun. Here are my tips, which have gone quite well this week. Gold Coast are currently beating the Crows, which I would expect to happen, and then there's 3 games tomorrow. You know, so that's just to sort of acknowledge its existence, because if there's anyone watching this, and there aren't many, but that's fine, who watch it and then are like, oh yeah, yes, I like AFL too, Michael, then come join the show. I'll have a chat. You can there's a lot I still need to learn about it. But the season has just started. They had like an opening round where only 4 games took place, and now everyone's getting a full go this weekend. And yeah, as a distant AFL lover, I'm going to be doing that. So I think, well, look, I think Simon Clark in Mauritius has summed this up. I need to go for a swim. Obviously drank so much wine, much like me. I need to do some work, which I will go on and do. But it's been much fun. We will do it again. You know, we can. It's very relaxed, which is why I've got the. Should I guess I need to stop feeding the ducks if I'm going to start playing. It's not in tune either, is it? Anyway, there you go. I'm wearing a Formula E shirt, by the way. Go. How can I do this? That way. Go Jaguar Racing. They're somewhere. The Formula E guys are racing somewhere, which is exciting this weekend. So yes, thank you for joining me. I think we should leave with a little bit of stop screen, a little bit of Feed the Ducks, and until next time, I'll probably try and do these once a week, and I'll be doing other stuff. So yeah, like it. Leave you with Feeding the Ducks. Have a lovely Saturday. Enjoy the football. You can probably comment on this afterwards. So, like, tell me your predictions, preferably before the games take place. Otherwise, that's just cheating. And I'll see you for stuff at another time. And in the meantime, go for a walk and feed the ducks.